What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we're hearing that this morning the pressure is mounting to get the Build Back Better bill done. And this is your stimulus and Build Back Better update. Now, you guys, just want to let you know the bathroom remodel is still going on, so if you hear some background noise, just bear with me. But I'm going to get you the latest updates as we are seeing headlines coming out like this. Take a look. House Democrats, they urge Biden to pass climate change portion of the Build Back Better bill. And that's right, Congress, Democrats, progressives, they are pushing and adding pressure to get this done. Now, this comes as after yesterday I gave you that breaking news that Senator Joe Manchin called Biden's Build Back Better bill a dead issue, saying that there were no negotiations taking place. They needed to start over from scratch and revise everything. Now, I let you guys know we heard the response from the White House, but you guys take a look at this. We also heard a response from AOC. She returned to Twitter after taking a little hiatus just to target Joe Manchin over the Build Back Better bill. And I'm going to be sharing with you exactly what it was that she had to say on this as well. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on this one. Leave them in the comments down below. And also, you guys, additional pressure coming out. Take a look at this. SEIU launches a 6-figure ad by pushing lawmakers to pass Build Back Better. So they're also pushing additional pressure to get this done. So you guys, we'll be seeing what's unfolding. We're hearing that talks to revise the Build Back Better bill, it might even have a different name, are going to be underway. Now, this is all taking place while we're also having additional calls for more stimulus as well. And we heard that there was also $800 billion of unallocated funds from previous packages that still could be used. And just to give you an idea of how much that is, that could equate to 2 additional stimulus checks of $1,400, a fourth and a fifth. And also, for the Build Back Better bill that they're working on right now, we heard from lawmakers, progressives, and Nancy Pelosi that they'd like to get this done by March 1st. So they want to wrap this all up in the month of February, but we will see you guys, and I will keep you up to date. But let's go ahead and dive right in, get you caught up on the latest on the push to get more stimulus through the doors. But before we do, also wanted to mention thank you so much for all the support on the second channel, Steve Ram Finance. And if you're somebody that's interested in growing wealth or personal finance, consider joining. I will pin a comment down below. All you got to do is click that link, go subscribe, turn on notifications. Going to be getting up more content to help out people with growing wealth on that channel as well. But right now, let's get you caught up on the latest, and let's start off by smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Just takes a second, really helps out my channel a ton. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, like I said, leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you'd like to stay up to date, totally free to do so. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is hop onto Instagram and shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. Best way by far to get a hold of me, you guys. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so first up, link in the description below to this article that just came out that says that AOC returns to Twitter to target Joe Manchin over the Build Back Better bill over those statements we saw him make yesterday, saying that it was dead, they needed to start over from scratch, and that negotiations, according to him, were not taking place. And she had this to say. Take a look at this, you guys. And just like that, Representative AOC returned to Twitter on Tuesday after claiming that she was done with the social media giant. Now, the squad member ended her brief Twitter hiatus, which she said she was taking due to the negativity on the platform, only to target West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, a fellow Democrat, over his opposition to President Biden's Build Back Better bill. So she said she was stepping away from social media and Twitter because there was too much negativity, but she hopped back on to take a shot at Joe Manchin. And it says that she actually was addressing this the day before on Instagram, but then came out and it says the following day, AOC was back on Twitter taking a shot at Manchin over him declaring that Biden's social spending plan was dead. And she had this to say: seniors, kids, and people with disabilities in my community have been sleeping with bubble jackets on in 18-degree nights despite paying rent because the NYCHA funding to fix their heating and capital needs is in Build Back Better, she wrote. Where should I direct them to wait out out the cold, Manchin's yacht. So pretty much letting Manchin know, hey, this is being stalled because of you, and well, maybe we should let them go sleep out on your yacht, which we had actually seen protesters before paddle out on kayaks to go out and protest while he was out on his yacht, you guys. So AOC vocalizing her disapproval of Joe Manchin and Build Back Better. All right, guys, so things are getting a little bit noisy with the bathroom remodel, so we have relocated to my closet, and please excuse the background noise if you hear it, but I'm going to do my best to just read through this, make sure to get you the update. As take a look at this, you guys. SEIU launches six-figure ad buy, pushing lawmakers to pass the Build Back Better, so additional pressure and support to try to get Build Back Better done. And it says, the Service Employees International Union, SEIU, launched a six-figure ad buy on Monday, pushing senators to pass President Biden's sweeping social spending legislation known as the Build Back Better bill. Now, the $800,000 television and digital ad blitz will air in West Virginia, Arizona, and Washington, D.C. The two ads, titled Inaction and Homecare, cite various issues that are included in the Build Back Better, including caregiving and prescription drug prices. Now, not sure if you noticed that, West Virginia and Arizona, home states of Senators Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema. Now, The Hill was the first outlet to view the 30-second spots, and it said, we will not allow the Build Back Better agenda to stall while hundreds of thousands of seniors and people with disabilities face hurdles to home care. Millions struggle to afford prescription drugs and child care, and with the climate crisis at our doors, the SEIU President Mary Kay Henry, in a statement, told The Hill, Congress and President Biden, they have a unique opportunity to deliver good union jobs and lower costs for working families today, and it's time to deliver. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, the ad blitz comes as Democrats on Capitol Hill seek to chart a new path forward on the social spending package after Senator Joe Manchin stalled the legislation back in December, saying in a Fox News Sunday interview that he cannot support the package in its current form. Now, in addition to that, as I reported to you yesterday, he doubled down, saying in its current state, the Build Back Better bill is dead, and they will have to revise everything. So that is additional pressure that is being placed in their home states to push Build Back Better into fruition. And you guys, I will keep you up to date on that. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this article coming out. House Democrats, they're also urging Biden to pass the climate change portion of the Build Back Better. They're saying, as I mentioned to you before, that we are in midterm elections in 2022, and if they do not get something passed, well, they're going to be in trouble, and they could lose all of their power in Congress, as right now they're in full control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. And with those midterm elections, if they don't get something done, historically what we've seen is that the power will flip back to the other party, and Republicans could take the control from Democrats. And the article says House Democrats have re-upped calls for President Biden to move ahead with a $555 billion in climate change investments that have already passed by the House as a part of the Build Back Better Act, which has stalled for more than a month in the Senate. Now, the group of Democrats who are running for re-election in swing districts, and you see it's all coming down to these midterm elections, have demanded that the president quickly finalize clean energy and climate change provisions that can pass the Senate in the coming weeks. And they said that the urgency of the climate crisis requires immediate action. Now, in the 2 months since the House passed the Build Back Better Act, mid-December tornadoes killed at least 78 people in Kentucky, and late December wildfires destroyed 1,000 homes in Colorado, lawmakers wrote in a letter this week. The time for you to work with the Senate to finalize and pass the strongest and most comprehensive version of the Build Back Better Act that can get 50 Senate votes is right now. They're pushing to get something done, and they're saying even if it's just the climate portion of this, we need to get this passed. Now, also take into consideration that since midterm elections are here, and this is motivation for Democrats to get something done, that we also have $800 billion of unspent funds. We have people calling over $3 million for additional stimulus checks. We could see what other forms of incentives they could give voters to try to put them back into their position of power. And maybe we could see some form of provisions like stimulus checks or other things like child tax credits. We will see, you guys, but I will keep you up to date. You never know with Congress, and I'll keep you up to date here on the channel. So you guys, that is the latest that we're hearing on Build Back Better, and thank you for bearing with me and joining me in the closet. And as more information comes out, I'll be sure to keep you up to date. Now also, keep an eye out for a new video that's going to be coming out here very soon on more state, city, and county stimulus checks, and you're going to want to watch those because there is a limited time if you're eligible to apply, and I'll be getting you up to date on that here very soon as well. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps out the channel a ton. Just takes a second. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments. Love to hear your thoughts. Share this out if you think it's going to help out other people. If this is your first time here and you like to stay up to date, totally free to do so. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. I'll pin a comment down below. You can click the link and go subscribe. And if you got any specific questions for me, I'm easy to get a hold of directly. All you got to do is hop onto Instagram and shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.